Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Hey, it's what is today? Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. Almost the end of the year, which is crazy. I gotta get my comments. Everything's all set up here. So let's see if I can move. Oh, I see they're over there. Um, so let's see. Trying to get my comments up here. Oh, there they are. Okay, good. So, and I think we're live. Let me double check. I want to make sure. So, we're doing some tests today. Here, I thought I'd hang out with you guys, answer some questions, talk a little bit about what's going on with us, fill everybody in. Um, and then I've got about 45 minutes or so. And then I got to take off and go do some things. But I wanted to get together with everybody, see how things are going. Hey, Brawlicon, how's it going? Let's see, did the Discord disappear? So the Extreme Vending Discord, we replaced that with the Galaxy Games 843 Discord. There is a invite only Discord for LaFun Amusements that's also out there. That one is also available. You can request to join. But the Extreme Vending, we moved over to Galaxy Game 843's Discord. So we created a new Discord, brought a lot of the old stuff back that we had in the very beginning. And so that Discord is available. So if you just search for Galaxy Games, that's where most people are hanging out these days, along with a lot of diehard fans of the raining machines. There's a LaFun Amusements Discord also. So there's two Discords that primarily 99% of everybody are in these days. So that's where all that got moved to. So, anyways, and then when you go in there, you can chat it up with everybody and find out all the details of everything. But yeah, so David's super busy. Didn't have a lot of time to run the Discord anymore, and there was a lot of changes that needed to be made and stuff like that. So that we decided to basically recreate it. And Matt had been doing from Galaxy, had been wanting to do Discord for a long time, and so that worked out really good. So we put everything in there, rebranded it, and moved it over to that Discord. So we created that Discord. So it's really good. And then it also covers a lot more full line vending also. So you can go in there and get more information on full line, and there's a lot of full line vendors in there too, where before it was primarily mostly bulk and claw vendors in the Extreme Vending Discord, but now there's mix in there because a lot of people came over from Matt's videos and stuff on full line, so now there's a full line section. So as far as a link to that Discord, let me see if I can find. Let me go open my Discord here. Hold on a second. And then see if I can grab the invite link and I'll put it in the comments. I don't know if it'll let me put links in the comments. I think that that's something you can't do. I'll check though and see if I can put it in there. Otherwise, you just go into Discord and search for Galaxy Games and it should come up. So let me see if I can do, where is the invite? There it is, invite link. Let me copy this and see if I can post it in here. I don't know if it'll let me or not, but I'll try. See if this works for you. I don't know if it'll let me, but I'll try. But that should be the link you need. So there you go. Awesome. Okay, cool. So it did work. Other than that, with us, what's going on? We've been busy. So we had David Matt, Jen, and I, we usually do the weekly live streams. All of us had big projects that we were working on, and expansions, and a lot of stuff. So we decided to take a break from the live streams for a little while. Looks like we are going to be resuming those. Hopefully, the plan is the beginning of the year. So we'll be coming back together and gearing up for MBVA in March. So we'll all get together and get that really going because we like to promote that and get everybody excited about the show, and we want to see everybody at the show. So a lot of exciting stuff. I just had a seminar meeting for MBVA this morning with a lot of cool seminar ideas that we talked about for the actual conference. So we're gearing up for that, and there's some neat things going on, and a lot of new machines, a lot of new stuff that's out there. So we're working on getting back together at the beginning of the year. I know David's busy probably till maybe the end of January. I'm hoping he'll be able to stop in a couple times in January with Matt and I, and Jen too, and get together and do our live streams. But he is extremely busy. So we'll see if he's able to do that. But that's the goal, is that we're going to try to come back together at the beginning of the year. We've been expanding, like I said. We actually did put the Vending Academy on hold also. So Jen and I were working really hard on that before we all decided to take a break. But the Vending Academy is back up and running. So we've already got, we've only been open for a few weeks. We've already got over, I think it's 30 something members in there right now. So it's really exciting that we're getting so many members. And there's, from what I talked to a few people this morning, it sounds like there's more to come. I'll put the link for that also in the comments in case you guys are interested in joining that. There's the link. But yeah, if we could, we want to, the goal is to get as many members in there as we can. The Vending Academy is a little bit different than anything else that's out there. It does cost $10 a month, but that's just to cover our costs to get it going and running and to do all the stuff that we do. But what you get is one-on-one time with all of us. We do at least 2 meetings a week. We've been doing them Mondays and either Thursdays or Fridays. So we have another meeting on Friday at 3 p.m. So we've been trying to do one meeting in the mornings during the week, and then one meeting in the evening during the week. So people, depending on where you're at or what you do in your life, you can join the meetings. And we try to get it so there's different time windows for people. And then all the meetings are recorded and they're in the classroom, so you can go in there and watch all the previous meetings. There's stuff to learn in there. David's done videos, I've done videos, and there's all kinds of stuff to help you start your business or grow your business. And then the meetings are by far the coolest part, I think, of anything, just because we sit there for, they're only supposed to go an hour, but everything has been like 2 hours long at least. I think yesterday we did like a 3 hour meeting that was posted in there, and we talk about everything. So we'll go over certain topics, but we also cover just kind of hanging out and talking, which is kind of cool. And then it's a way for people to share privately, what they're working on. All the links and all the stuff in the classrooms are all private. So, unless you're a member, you don't get to go in there and look at any of that stuff, which is pretty cool. So people can post. We have a community board where you can post, problems you're having, or if you need help with something, and everybody's super helpful. So it's really good. We got some good members in there. David should be back in there pretty soon and doing more videos for that also. And Matt is sick, but he should be, once he gets better, I hope he'll be coming back in there. He's already attended a couple meetings, and then he will be helping, hopefully make some videos and helping us promote it and get it going. The goal is to get like at least a couple hundred members in there. So when we do our meetings, we can get a lot of vast opinions on things, share things, hang out, talk about stuff. So it's supposed to be a very positive, cool hangout spot for vendors to go in and be able to share, their personal stuff, and not have it out there. It's not going to be like a Facebook or something like that. It's going to be a place that you can go and talk and hang out with people. So Vending Academy, super cool. I got that back up and running, and been working on that quite a bit, and that it was a big thing for us. Amelia has grown this route down here at our new place. She's already up to 12 machines, which is great. Placed, and then she's got I think 10 to 12 more in the garage. She's got a place, and then we're going to be ordering some more. And so I've been working on a list for that, and I'm actually going to do some phone calls, I think today or tomorrow, to help her along with that. We kind of tag team it, her and I, and to get the locations and stuff. So yeah, so she's doing really good. Sam has taken over our route up north, so he is running a complete route on his own. He turned 16, he got his license, and he's running our very large route up north all by himself, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty proud of that guy. He just came down for Thanksgiving and visited with us, and he's a little overwhelmed, I think, but he knows the machines, he knows how to service them, and he's got his little toolkits and his stuff, and he's super into it. So it's great. So that's kind of what's going on with us. We're just now settling down, getting everything organized. I think that we're gonna be doing a lot more videos. I've got a ton of videos planned that I'm working on. So I've got Rainey has a bunch of new machines coming out that she and a couple that she's released. There's been a bunch of changes to the Mega Minis that I want to get a new one of those in and show you guys all the changes that have been made to those. There's some pipeline games that I'm really interested in for the new year. So if I don't make a purchase before MBVA, I'll probably make one at MBVA and get a couple pipeline games in here because he's got some really cool stuff he's been working on. So I'm interested in that. There's also a couple of NeoFunds machines that I kind of like that I might bring in and do some videos for you guys on those. But primarily, most of the machines we order are Rainy machines. We're going to be getting in some more spin and drops, possibly some key catchers. I think because we have a location where we need a couple larger machines, so we might do like a medium key catcher and a or not a key yeah, key. Why is my brain not working today? But do a couple medium machines, spin and drop, and something like that we can do. A couple medium machines, and then possibly even like a prize locker maybe or something else to do some big prizes in there. So looks like Flip for Profit. You got 14 machines today. Nice. What wraps did you get? So I'm also working on a couple new wraps for her new machines. So the 31-inch machines, the new, what is it, a 20-inch, 18 or 20-inch machine. I've been working on a wrap for that. So basically be the same type theme wraps, but with a spin on a couple of them. And then also my son, Theo, my oldest son, he is a graphic designer and like over the top good anime graphic designer. So he's redesigning on his own and a new anime wrap. So our old anime wrap will be replaced with his new anime wrap when he finishes it. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, so let us know on your 14 machines. Oh, 2 of the ice cream, 4 Fiesta, and 4 of the standard ones. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, so we just placed a couple of her standard ones because we ordered a few of those in the very beginning just to have a couple placement machines. The graffiti one and the robot. We placed those two the other day, and those are cool little machines. And we got a lot of our wraps too. The Surf's Up's very popular around here, so we've been getting quite a few of those in. And I think that that's a pretty good wrap too for where we're at. But any other comments so far? Nothing else. I said hi to Brawlicon. Cool. So yeah, I'm really excited about what Rainey's been working on. I'm excited about the new machines that are coming, the improvements she's made to the Mega Minis. We have our new claw stand that she finished, so it'll have the bulk attachments on the sides. That's all done, which I'm excited about that. The new advertising screens that we created are available. So now they have built-in remote control ability, and they're a lot thinner. So the new ad screen toppers will fit those new thinner screens, which is great. So if you order, if you have the older screens of ours, you want to order the older, you don't have to tell her to order the older screen toppers if she has any left, because or if you buy like a non Howard Hospitality screen, they're bigger and thicker, so they don't fit the ad screen toppers. So make sure that you get the new version of ours and get the ones with the remote control, because you'll want it, and it's the way to go. So nice Fiesta. Yeah, I like the Fiesta wrap too. We have a few of those out up north, and they're really popular. Let's see. Excuse me, guys. 19-inch. Thank you. I couldn't think of what it was, Andrew. I was like, I couldn't remember if it was 18, 19, 22. But I'm working on wraps for those. Andrew's really good at doing wraps too. I saw a couple of his that he created. That's what's great about if you're doing minis and you're ordering 4 or more minis from Rainy. I don't know if everybody knows this, but if you do 4 or more minis from her, you can do your own wrap. So she'll send you a template. You have to do it exact to size. So it has to be, all high quality logos and stuff like that. Otherwise, it comes out pixelated. But you can design your own and then order. You have to order 4 at a time, though. So if you can make sure that you're going to be ordering 4 machines in order to do that. What else is going on? So after the holidays, after Christmas, things will really kick off for next year. For us too, we'll be growing. We'll be doing a lot more videos. Other videos we're working on. I've got a new toolkit that I worked on that I'll be sharing. We also have the new machines, like I talked about. Some people have requested, because they ordered the ad screens, they think that we should do a video on how to, install the ad screens. So I'll be doing a video on that. Probably another video on the claw stand. I've got some more coming in this week or next week. So when I get them, I can do a video on unboxing and installing one of those on a Mega Mini, so you guys can see exactly how they install and how they work. So yeah, and Andrew said Adobe Illustrator is preferred, but she can work with Photoshop and SVG files too. Very true. So their graphic designers can convert things or make them work. So everything that we do is in Photoshop. She doesn't like it that much. She'd rather it be in Illustrator. But I don't know Illustrator, so I'm horrible at it. Like Jen's really good at Illustrator. I'm not. But she takes my Photoshop files just fine. So if you can do Photoshop or Illustrator, you can definitely do that. So sorry, guys. What else? I don't know if I can share my screen. I was going to talk a little more about Vending Academy. If people wanted to know, I was going to kind of show you guys like how it looks and what it looks like and how it works. I wasn't too familiar with it when I started, but it's actually pretty cool. It's ran by school, but and so it does give you like a community tab and the classroom and all that, and so you can create basically classes, which we did. So there's how many classes? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. So there's 13 classes so far, which are different videos on different things or lists of stuff. We have ideas for when you do your ad screens, like what to put on them. We have the Mega Mini settings, a class on that, lists of suppliers, all kinds of stuff. So definitely worth getting in for that stuff. David did 2 really cool videos on getting your first location and scaling your business. But yeah, so that's all in there. So yeah, I'll probably do a video maybe on on the academy maybe too. I'll do one on that. Um, and then a lot of the questions that we get in the academy, I might be doing videos on answering those too, because there's a lot of the same questions that we get. And there's also a lot of stuff that people, help each other with, which is great. Um, so like you get questions like, here's in the community tab today, somebody asks, does anyone have a method to estimate product expenses when deploying a Mega Mini? So they want to know, cost of goods, like how many toys does it fit, and how much does that cost? So they're wondering, trying to figure out probably, I don't know if they're doing like their own spreadsheet or if they're getting machines and then they're wondering how much it costs for toys. So they're trying to figure out like how do you estimate the product expenses when deploying a machine. So that's a good question. Actually, we should go in a deep dive in that in the academy on one of our meetings. That's a really good question. So that's the kind of stuff that we talk about. Um, the new screens, I have them in the garage. I don't have them here with me. I guess I can go get one. But yeah, I don't have one. Maybe I'll do another live stream maybe Thursday. And I'll bring a screen with me. How about that? Because otherwise I have to go out and go in the tub and pull them out, and they're all wrapped in bubble wrap and all that kind of stuff. So that would be. I only have a little bit of time today, so I will bring them for you, Andrew, and show you what it looks like. They're really cool. They're super. They're a lot thinner. Um, Everything's built in, so the IR, the infrared sensor on the front is all built into the frame of it, which is great. We're trying to work with them to put a small camera in there at some point. But the costs are going up on how much it costs to produce these things because we're not able to order them in bulk, like probably a big manufacturer would, or not a manufacturer, but a big supplier would. So, we're ordering a few hundred at a time versus, like in order to get your costs down, you want to be ordering like thousands at a time. And we don't have the ability to do that. So, they got to be reasonable. Already, we're higher than most standard screens, but they are different. They're better, and they have the remote controls, and they're smoother, so they run a lot smoother. A little bit better built. So the frame itself and the whole package is actually designed just for us, which is cool. So we had a problem with how flimsy and stuff the other ones were, and especially when they're in machines, you're moving around. You don't want them to be, banging around and getting damaged. So we had them do a little heavier duty frames on them and that kind of stuff. So, but I will bring some. I'll bring one. I'll remind myself to bring one on Thursday for you. So, somebody asked, how much does a claw machine cost? So, from Rainy, like a Mega Mini claw machine, delivered anywhere, depending on where you live. You have to order at least two at a time. So that's the minimum. Most people, well, at least I recommend that you order at least four because they're shipped back to back, like in a block, and they build the box around them. And I think it's a lot safer than doing just two. They run about between $700 and $800 delivered, depending on where you live. So, Frank. So yeah, so I mean that's the average. It just depends because if you live somewhere where shipping is more expensive in the middle of nowhere, then the cost could go up a little bit. But standard between $700 and $800 roughly delivered. Candy machines, they were running a special for Black Friday. I think you had to buy four also, and they were $9.99 plus delivery. So roughly, between 700 and $1,000. I think they're going back up on their website though, so they're roughly $1,200 from them normally. So that gives you an idea, between $700 and $1,500 roughly for a mini. It doesn't matter where, if it's Oklahoma, it's your actual physical address. So it's about like, are you in the business district? Are you out in the middle of some hills somewhere? Don't put your physical address in the comments, but that will make a difference on how much your shipping costs, how close you are to the port and all that kind of stuff too. How much trucking it has to go through to get to you, all that. So that all affects the costs on what it is. So yeah. So more questions. Hi, Captain Namco. Hey, Frank. Um, Hopefully that answered your question, Junior Morris. Um, let's see. Oh, you got two. Oh, you got two key quests and two coin pushers also. Nice. I wish we could do coin pushers around here, but we can't. Um, the one thing that I still want to do is like we since we can't have coin pushers. There's a company and called Unis. I don't know if you guys know Unis Technologies, and they make a machine called Over the Edge. And traditionally, it's been a two-player machine, runs like $12,000, pretty pricey. But now they make a single-player version. It's like $6,000. It's my favorite machine of all time. I love that machine. You'll see. What is it called? Push Time Wins, I think is the name of their channel, and they do videos on that machine all the time. They do the double player one. You don't see the single player one very often, but they do a lot of videos on that. And that I'd love to have one of those on location, but they're pretty pricey. So let's see what else we got. So I've got about another 20 minutes. But here to answer questions. Like we said, those coming late, we plan on hopefully starting the live streams up again in the evenings with all of us beginning of the year. I'm hoping because we got to get ready and geared up for MBVA. So we're all working on that. Can you guys hold on 1 second? Somebody's at the door. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. Somebody's at the door. So I'm back again. So let's see. I didn't leave you for long, Frank. I'm back. Let's see. Let's go back. So he left us. I want a Sweetland 5. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. What did you think about Candy Machines? Broke the bowl. So, stop, please. Shh. Um, I didn't see the rope the bull. I didn't even see any videos on it. I heard about it. I didn't see anything about it. So I don't know much about that machine. Matt told me a little bit about it in our Vending Academy meeting, but I haven't actually seen it. And I know he did a video, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. I know it's on YouTube on his channel where he did like a walkthrough, and I think he showed it, but I haven't got a chance to watch it, so I'm not sure about that one. Um, let's see. Hi, Comp Magic. How are you? Welcome. I know we haven't been on live in a long time, so it's good to do this just for fun. I've been having a lot of meetings with the Vending Academy and then MBVA. I serve on a few committees for MBVA, so we've been doing a lot of meetings getting ready for next year. The show's in Vegas coming up into March. Everybody needs to go. It's going to be a lot of fun this year. We're working on a lot of fun events and things going on. Plus, the show is always great. The seminars have been moved to the conference center or the events. What's it called? The actual event center versus being in the Westgate this year. So everything's going to be over in the actual convention center, which is cool. So that's going to be a little different. A lot of people are staying at Resorts World. I believe we're going to be doing Westgate again. I haven't got my room. I should probably work on that too. Um, Not sure if the kids are coming. That we talked about it, but we're not sure. So it might just be my wife and I there for the show. We're doing a new member party Monday night before the seminars the next day. So there'll be in one of the members' private suites. We'll be doing like a little party with hors d'oeuvres and drinks and stuff like that, like a big welcome party. That's going on. We got the actual seminars on Tuesday. We talked about that in the meeting today, which is going to be really cool. So we're excited about all that. So sounds like some good seminars. A lot of new stuff to talk about. Um, let's see. Checking for other stuff. So what else is going on for Vegas? That's kind of, the show itself is pretty awesome. The doing the tickets for, I got to sell tickets for the scholarship foundation. So we'll be doing on our live stream, we'll be doing tickets. They usually give me a big fat stack and you guys help me sell those on the live stream. So I will need you guys' help, probably hopefully like 20 tickets a live stream so I can sell all the tickets they give me. And then it'll go in a raffle, and there's all kinds of cool prizes. Everything from credit card readers to plush to all kinds of stuff at the show. You don't have to be at the show to win. I will put them in the drop box, and then they can send you your prizes if you're not going to be there. But I highly recommend you go. But we'll get you tickets in there as long as this stuff's able to be shipped. We'll get you in that bucket. If it's not, it tells us you have to be present to win. But everything else, most of it's not be present to win. So we'll be selling tickets for scholarship. That's a really good cause and a really cool thing that we do for MBVA. And Jen will be on our live streams. She's the president of the MBVA, so she'll be talking about doing what's going on, what she's working on, what's happening, state of the industry, stuff like that. What else? We'll also be talking about, hopefully we can get with vendors early this year and then maybe be able to, because it is just, usually we get 50 to 75 people a live stream or so watching. Maybe we can get them to release, some of the stuff that they're going to be talking about at MBVA. So maybe the new machines, maybe there's a lot of new stuff that's come out already from IAPA, but there's always some releases for MBVA because it's more machine related. And so hopefully they can maybe give us a little bit of, what's going on and what's happening. I still got to work on some giveaways maybe. Hopefully we can get some. Doesn't have to be machines, but maybe we can get some plush or something to give away during the live streams, enter to win, and we'll do raffles and stuff we usually do a big drawing at MBVA, so maybe we can put together like a package. I still got to work on that. So if there's something you guys want to win, let me know. You can even email us. I mean, it's just Jonathan at howardhospitalitygroup.com. Email me ideas for giveaways or things that you think would be kind of cool. I'd love to see that stuff. Any help would be great. Any topics for the live streams you guys want to see, email me. Any guests you'd like to see in the live stream. So I've got 2 guests lined up for the Academy coming in. And they're actually pretty cool. So that's the same kind of stuff that maybe we can do for the live stream. But we're doing it kind of for Vending Academy members only on a couple of them. And I really think they're going to be pretty awesome. So if you guys would like to see some sort of interviews with some people, let us know. We'll bring them in. What else? I know it's a weird time to do a live stream. So, but I just wanted to pop in. I'm hoping people go back and watch it. Send me some information on what they'd like to see or if they need any help with anything. You can always email us. Hold on a second. Somebody's at the door again. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Back again. Apologize. Um, Weird timing. Got some work being done, and they said they weren't going to be here till after 1:15, but they came early, so that's why I was saying I had till 1:15. So the dog's gonna go a little nuts here for a minute. Um, Moss distribution, sure. So Moss, they get machines from everywhere, right? Isn't Moss kind of like a Betson distributor, from what I understood? So they basically get, you could do financing and stuff with them, and then they'll get the products from the manufacturers. So a lot of manufacturers in the business, the big ones, so the ones that do like the large racing machines, and the larger products, will not sell direct to vendors. So what happens is, they'll do they'll go through a distributor. So they'll go through like Moss Distribution or Betson, is probably the biggest that everybody knows. And so their machines, like Moss, is actually, their Moss is not the actual manufacturer, so they're distributors. So, like, if you go through them, they what they can do is put together payment plans for you, and then order like a machine from Sega, and a machine from another company, whatever it may be, and then put them all together in one package, and then send them to your arcade or send them to your location or whatever. So then that way you're not buying all these individual machines, which they won't. A lot of them won't sell you them direct anyway. So you need to go through a manufacturer. So like a good example of that is, we were looking at, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called Jet Pong, for one of our bars, and it's basically a digital beer pong. It's really cool. It has like a display where they do, like, you can do ads on it. The backdrop, you can do ads on it. And basically, it's really cool when the ball comes up. It's like driven by air, so the ball kind of floats. But you basically play beer pong, but it's an arcade game, beer pong, and it keeps score and does all the stuff, and lights up. And then, but you can also do ads on it. So we want to do one for one of our locations, but they don't distribute direct to the public. So I can't call like Jet Pong and say, "Can I get one of those machines?" I have to go through like a Betson or a Moss or one of those companies. So, anyways, that was a long description for Moss, but that's kind of what it is. So, what we want, I think, is to get, the actual manufacturers themselves to get come on and talk about their machines. So we've gotten, in the past, when we did the live streams, we had like Gary from Pipeline, come on and talk about the machines. And like, Gary designs those machines. So all the stuff you see from Pipeline, those are his designs. And he's been designing machines for like, I don't know, 30, 40 years, like a long time. And so everything that comes out from them, is designed by him. And you'll notice, like, the thing with like his machines is, like, if you walk in a room, you can see his machines like a mile away. Like, they're just very colorful, very vibrant, very, very attractive. So he does a really good job with designing the way the machines look and the way that they work. So, and he's been doing it so long that he knows, how to design them right. So, somebody like that could come on, talk about, how they design machines and the layouts and all that kind of stuff. So, let me check on them one more time real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Make sure they got everything. You'll hear the dog in the background. I apologize. They're in the backyard, so she's going nuts. Let's see if I missed any other comments. No. Okay, so okay, sorry. I apologize, you guys. I had to leave. They're still here. I might have to go one more time, just to make sure they have everything. But anyways, other things that I want to talk about. I think we should probably do this again, like on Thursday. Maybe we can do another live stream. Maybe bring on, maybe like have Frank come on with me, Anime Frank, or maybe Matt if he's feeling better, or even David or somebody. Also, maybe we can do like 720 Vending or somebody and have some people come on as guests and just do a little chat and hang out. Otherwise, highly recommend you join the academy and come hang out with us in there because it's a lot of fun. We've got a really good group, and I learn something every single week. So it's been a really good group, and everybody's super nice. And I think it's kind of like the new place to hang out. You know what I mean? And it's pretty cool. So let me see what else. Let me go check one more time. Because it looks like I see them out there again on the camera. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry guys, that should be it. I scrolled all the way down, right? Okay, good. Okay. Anything else to cover before we go? I don't think so. Um, that was about it. I wanted to do a little more on a deep dive. I don't know how to share my screen on here yet, though. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see. Allow. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. Window. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, let's see if he'll do this. There we go. Let me pop it up. Remove this. um, what's going on with them, and questions they may have. So highly recommend you get in there. I put the link in there. Um, let's see. Got more comments. Blah, blah, blah. Vegas again already. Felt like we are just there. I know. It does. I didn't go to IAPA this year. Matt went. David didn't go, and I don't think Jen went. I didn't make it this year. I heard that there wasn't as much new stuff, and it seems like there's always more new stuff at MBVA for some reason, even though it's a smaller show. I think it's just more of a deep dive on what we do, and I think that's why there's more available there for that interests us. Um, but yeah, we're gearing up. We're getting ready. So if you need help with going to Vegas, how to buy your tickets, your conference stuff, your where to stay in the hotel, um, all that kind of stuff. Let us know. We're happy to help. Like I said, just send me an email. Or like if you're in the academy, we can talk about it in the academy. Or if you, emails is the best for me. I don't have a lot of time most of the time to talk on the phone. Um, I do have some time, but email's the quickest with me because I can answer it like while we're riding or driving. Um, and that's probably the best way to get a hold of me. So, like I said, you can email me at Jonathan at howardhospitalitygroup.com. Happy to answer any questions, happy to help. And with anything, doesn't matter what it is, let me know. If you want to order machines from Rainy, ordering from China is scary for you. We can help you with your order. We'd love to help you. And if you had questions, and I think the big thing, which I'm going to do a class, I think in Vending Academy, going over, all the ins and outs of ordering machines and like what you need to know, what options you have, all those things. Because I think that's super important. And when you're ordering something sight unseen from somewhere, it's nice to know that you're getting exactly what you want on it and that you know all the options. So, other than that, I think that's about it for today. I can't think of anything else I wanted to cover. So let us know. Like I said, contact us, questions. Hopefully, see you guys in the Vending Academy or on the Discord. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining the chat, you guys. Appreciate it. It helps me kind of keep things moving along and gives me something to talk about. So that's it. Bye, guys.